So today we have MCU Captain America taking on Jason Voorhees. Who wins? Well, let's find out. So, who's stronger? Well, Captain America has easily held a motorcycle with three women on it, launched another motorcycle with enough force to destroy an armored car, left a support beam weighing several tons, and he kept a helicopter from taking off and then pulled it back down, all with just one hand. He's overpowered Winter Soldier's bionic arm and routinely sent people absolutely flying, even with enough force to move cars. He threw his shield hard enough to pierce through Ultron's vibranium body, and even threw Ultron himself through a concrete pillar. And he was able to really stagger Loki and even Thanos with his attacks. But Jason routinely walked through locked wooden doors as if they weren't even there, stabbed through a woman in the thick tree behind her with his machete, easily broke a dude's spine just by folding the bed he was laying on. He easily crushed skulls, ripped heads off, twisted a man's neck 180 degrees, ripped limbs off, and even ripped a woman in half, all with just his bare hands. He's flipped over cars and choked people to death with just one hand. He was also able to overpower Freddy Krueger and send him flying dozens of feet and through walls. I think Jason's bigger size and 100% uncaring and brutal nature is giving him this edge here. Uh, Jason is also more durable. Like, Cap walked off a massive fall and being blasted off a bridge and crashing through a bus. He's easily kept on fighting after being blasted in the leg by Chitauri Alien, being electrocuted, stabbed, shot, as well as hits and attacks from Loki, Ultron, Iron Man, Corvus Glaive, Proxima Midnight, and even Thanos himself. Hell, in one fight scene, he survived being stabbed in the leg, shot 4 times, a beating from Winter Soldier's bionic arm right to the face, and an absolute massive fall. He even survived being frozen for nearly 70 years. But that's just nothing to Jason, as he literally can't die and has rarely even felt pain. He's unfazed by barrages of bullets, even headshots. He's hardly fazed by being impaled by several poles at once. He's been stabbed in the heart by a sword, in which he just pulled the sword out of his chest. He's been stabbed in the neck and in the eyes, much just fine. He's been submerged in toxic waste and caught on fire, again, much just fine. He's routinely gotten back up after massive explosions. He even withstood a massive, brutal beating from Freddy while in his nightmare world. Hell, when Freddy kicked Jason in the balls, Jason was unfazed while it actually hurt Freddy's leg. Jason is like a sponge and can just absorb an extreme supernatural amounts of punishment and just keep on going like it's nothing. And when he is actually hurt, he has a regenerative healing factor to fall back on. The reason why he has this healing factor and why he's just so hard to put down is because his body is an extension of his will. This means if he wants to live, he will live. And now, moving on to speed. Well, with Jason, his speed is weird. Because although he has jogged and ran before, he literally just walks while pursuing his targets. But sometimes it seems as if he's teleporting or something. Despite just walking, he almost always catches his targets who's running and probably even had a head start. He's also routinely gotten somewhere before his target did, despite them running and having a head start. He's also blitzed hunters and mercenaries. He's caught up to a semi truck after it had started moving. He's routinely striked and slashed people before they could react. He's even an incredibly fast swimmer. So Jason might honestly be faster in terms of travel speed. But Steve is definitely faster in combat and reaction time. He's routinely dodged or blocked multiple bullets, even at point blank range. He's blocked several fast strikes from Thanos with his shield. He's kept pace with Winter Soldier and Black Panther and outpaced speeding cars. He's blocked a grenade launcher shot with his shield in a split second's notice on 2 separate occasions. He's routinely blitzed several armed men before they could react. He's ran 13 miles in just 30 minutes. He's also an excellent acrobat. So, overall, Jason is physically superior. He's bigger, he's stronger, he's tougher, while Cap has better reflexes and agility. Steve is definitely the better fighter, as he's arguably the best fighter in the whole MCU. He beat multiple Hydra agents in a cramped elevator. He's bested Red Skull, Crossbones, Winter Soldier, Black Panther, Iron Man. Despite Tony having Friday analyze his fighting style, he's also held his own with Corvus Glaive, Loki, Ultron, and even Thanos. Steve also fights at a very fast and frenzied pace. His style also perfectly incorporates his vibranium shield, as he's excellent in using it at close and long range. Uh, Steve even beat his past self. That's how good this Captain America is. He's also an expert in using his shield to ricochet it off multiple walls and other surfaces just to hit a foe from behind, and has hit multiple targets with just one throw before. He's even used it to redirect bullets at other enemies. But while Jason isn't a skilled fighter by any means, he has proven to be a master of stealth. Look at Jason versus Freddy. He quietly killed a few of the teenagers at that party slash get together before anyone had even noticed. And he's done stuff like this several times over the years, which should be impossible given his size and bulk. How does someone that big move so quietly? But he's done it for years. He's proven capable of using nearly any melee weapon effectively, including fire axes, chainsaws, pitchforks, spears, and of course his iconic machete, as well as several other things. He's also shown to be a skilled marksman. In addition to all of that, he's killed about 125 people over the years. This includes hunters, mercenaries, cops, and special forces units. But Jason has no way of getting through Cap's shield. There's no weapon he's ever used that can break vibranium. It just ain't happening. I mean, it took a massive blow from Mjolnir and didn't even dent. And it took several strikes from Thanos and his sword just to start chipping pieces off of it. This is going to be Jason's biggest problem. And then you add in Cap's greater combat speed, agility, and skill, and Cap's going to be landing a lot more hits and dodging slash blocking more attacks. Now, Jason's attacks will do more damage, but he still has to get around the shield. So, who wins? Can Cap's greater speed and skill, with addition of his shield, overcome Jason's physical power and just raw savagery? No, I don't think it can. Because I don't think Cap's attacks, even with his shield, are going to do a significant amount of damage to Jason. I don't think it will at all. Even a whole barrage of attacks. Jason is just a massive dude who's stronger, tougher, more brutal, has a regenerative healing factor, and can't even die. It'll take him a long while to separate Cap from his shield so he can actually land a devastating blow with his machete or whatever weapon he's using. But I just think it would take Cap even longer than that to figure out a way to put Jason down. At best, I think Cap's attacks will just send Jason flying. At best. And we all know Jason's going to get right back up from that. Jason wins at the end of the day. Like and subscribe if you did enjoy. Leave a comment of what you think and hit the notification bell to be notified of all my future videos and other great stuff. Peace.